So I don't know what might be wrong here, but the constraint that I set in the router, I mean the link speed, the latency, and the loss rate set on the router does not affect the transfer speed between the client and server. But as I remember, in my lab 3 demo, it works well. So I'm gonna just put the constraints on the client and the server instead of putting on the router. Okay, now the loss rate is 25% and the bandwidth is below 1 megabytes per second. The loss rate is 10% and the speed is around 12 megabytes per second. Okay, so now I've changed the Ubuntu kernel version from 4.4.0 1128 AWS to the one I just compiled from the source code. And so there are a few changes we have to make on the source code in order to compile the kernel that we desire. So the first thing we have to change this tcp-con.c, which we have to remove the backup window size. So here, this is this shows that the slow start threshold is half the congestion window size. By returning this line of code, so we have to get rid of it. We just put the window size in the return value. So next thing we have to do is modify the return value of this function. So this function gives we have to basically remove the timeout, so we just put a return 0 here. So this is the third place that we want to modify in the source code. So this is the TCP vano.c, where here we have the vano multiplicative decrease phase, which is what we don't want, because we want to keep the window size value as it was. We don't want to change it when there was a duplicate acknowledgement, and so we just put the current window size as the return value instead of this.